Hey everyone, welcome back to my therapy room. My name is Michael Sharf and I'm a licensed therapist here in South Florida, here to help you improve your mental health at home. Today we're going to be speaking about self-esteem and an array of topics that fall within it. This is Open Door Therapy. So, what is self esteem? As per the American Psychiatric Association, self esteem is the way in which we perceive ourselves in a positive light. The more positive we view ourselves, the higher our self esteem. And the lower we view ourselves, the lower our self esteem. And there's an interesting phenomenon within this where the lower your self esteem is, the more you seek affirmations and reassurance from others. Whereas the higher your self esteem is, the less you require from others. And the reason for this is because if you are secure within yourself, you don't need the reassurance from others to tell you what you are and are not. Whereas if you're not secure within yourself and you may have that lack of belief in yourself, the reassurance and affirmations from others give you that sense of security that your self esteem needs. Now, in order to change or improve your self esteem, we have to dive a little deeper to better understand it. Self esteem is made up of many different parts within yourself. It's not as simple as the way you view yourself, it's also your ability to persevere. It's your belief in yourself. It's your general sense of self worth, the ability to differentiate your capable realities versus your incapable realities, the words you use within how you describe yourself. All of these factors are mixed together into one big bowl of what we call self esteem. Now, where a low or high sense of self esteem may come from can vary based on the situation. Trauma can cause a low sense of self esteem. Any sort of guilt or mistake that you may have done may lower your self esteem. And on the opposite end as well, if you've done an incredible accomplishment or recently succeeded in a certain task, your self esteem, or again, your view of yourself, may improve. Now, the more we move into this, the more we actually start to understand how these different situations that may come up in our lives can drastically change the way we view ourselves. And interestingly enough, it is not only the little moments or the big moments, it's a combination of both. The big moments that we have, such as experiencing embarrassment or experiencing a breakup or experiencing a firing from a job, these moments can temporarily or for an extended period of time lower your self esteem. But it's not just about telling yourselves these positive affirmations like you can do it and good job and you are good enough. Because as true as that is, not all the time does it work. And the question is why? And what we found is that it really has to do with the belief of the literal words. It's not that the words are not enough, it's how you associate to the words. Do you believe it? I can tell you from today to tomorrow that you are good enough and that you are worth something and that your life is something valuable. But if you don't believe that those things are true, none of those words are going to hit deep within inside you. Within the therapy room, one of the biggest changes that I've noticed to helping people build their self-esteem is getting them to the point of improving that belief system. Now, the obvious question comes, how do you do that? Now, of course, there's a multitude of ways to do this, whether it's changing the way you think, changing the way you respond to given scenarios, building goals and objectives for you to reach that are bigger than what you're typically capable of. But in actuality, it's a slow growth, a marathon, trekking up a mountain. It's not something you sprint. It's the small 1% wins over time that eventually add up to a point in which your self esteem is drastically improved. Think of it like a cheerleader. If your team is currently losing, cheering right now may not significantly impact the team, but cheering continuously for a long period of the game can drastically improve the morale because they realize that they're not alone and everyone is cheering for their success. Now, that sounds like low self esteem, like what we spoke about earlier, needing the reassurance from others. But where I'm coming from is being your own cheerleader. If you are continuously cheering for yourself and continuously making the effort to say that you are enough, that you can do this, that you can succeed, that is the consistency that changes the game. One of the best tips that I've ever gotten and learned and used both personally and professionally is to be your own best friend. Because as we know, our best friends are there for us through the thick and the thin, and they're always the one cheering us on and wanting us to succeed. And the same applies for ourselves. If you become your own best friend, that is the change that is going to make a difference. And when you put all of these things into a bowl, mix it up, and eat it every single day, it just might be enough to improve your self esteem. Thank you for joining my therapy session, and I'll see you next time.